Welcome back to the podcast where we think we know everything, but we don't know shit. We don't know shit. But what we do know now is that the table has finally been set. Kinda. Because you still have these casualties that were just like depth pieces that can always get cut from the team, but we kind of got a better feel for what's going on. Especially we now know, okay, Caleb, he was going to be the first pick. We knew that was going to happen. But that number 9 was a mystery. Rome Odunze. That was a mystery. A lot of people didn't get the so-called experts. They ain't know that shit. And of course, we didn't either, but we took a guess. We took a guess on a lot of people, but yeah, so it was Rome, and it was a good choice. So now they got a 1, 2, 3 punch at wide receiver. Speaking of wide receiver, we got a former wide receiver in the house tonight who's going to share a little bit with us about his thoughts of the draft, what the Bears might look like this season. And then he has some business ventures that he's going to talk to us about that we can actually get involved in and that we probably need to get involved in. It will be a lot of fun. I can't wait to get into it. My guys are here. They ready. We ready. Man, let's go.
You are now rocking with the Chicago Clubhouse podcast, where they think they know everything, but honestly, they don't know shit.
These summer league games and they tell you about these new up and coming coaches.
I think we should get rid of every motherfucking owner in Chicago.
Enzo and Caruso both can air around the quarter like your defensive generals.
But they need to get that strong safety who's not scared to hit somebody.
They really don't know shit.
Let's get into it. I don't even want to waste a lot of time talking. Plus, my voice isn't 100% yet, so I don't want to do a lot of talking. But I want to get my guys in here, man. It's going to be a good show tonight, so let's get into it. First, my man who has all the stats, every single team, 80s and 90s, my man, JB. What up, JB?
Tell you what's happening. What's going on?
I can't call it, man. You're lagging, but that's okay.
Am I lagging?
Yeah, it looks like one of those Japanese kung fu movies.
Maybe that's you.
Your mouth isn't moving with the. It could be because I'm using a totally different. This escapes my brain right now. I'm not using Google.
Oh,
yeah, because Google was acting funny as hell. So I'm using something totally different.
I'm using the same old. Bullets, what's up, brother?
That Boost Mobile.
Nah, we Xfinity.
Using that Boost Mobile.
We Xfinity over here. No Boost Mobile.
Oh, you like this? You bougie, huh? You use the DSP. Right. Oh boy. Hey man, so what do you think about the draft, man?
We tried to say before, I am confident and comfortable with what we have selected. I just know it needs time to develop. It's not just gonna I doubt, like some people are saying, we're gonna come out and be 14-3 or 12-5, and I just want people to pump their brakes because like any new team, they still have to gel. They're gonna tell us the same stuff as always.
So you don't have an expectation of the playoffs
this season? No.
Really?
No.
With the setup that Caleb has, you don't have the expectation of the playoffs.
So remember, I'm always the realist. Remember, I always say I don't like to be that guy, but I'm that guy.
You're always that guy.
The table is set for a real good meal, but that don't mean that the person cooking and know what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? It takes time. He got to learn the NFL game. He's got to learn NFL timing. He's got to learn coaches taking away what he thinks he's doing best or what he thinks he sees. That takes time. I can't remember. We polled this before. Only one rookie quarterback in NFL history came out and threw for 4,000 yards and 30 touchdowns. That was Justin Herbert. It's never been done in history. So I wouldn't put that type of pressure on the kid. I want him to succeed. I want him to do well, but let's not put the cart before the horse. Not to mention, Green Bay and Detroit are still in our division.
Yeah, fuck all that. Playoffs. He was the number one pick. We going to playoffs, God damn it. Fuck all that shit you talking about. Fuck that. Anyway, so let's bring in our next all-star. My man who usually has that Hawk Talk. And we are going to have a little bit of Hawk Talk today. My man, Frank the Tank.
I'm also on a little new network, so I'm hoping I'm not Chinese lagging either. So, what's up, guys?
What's up, man? How you feel, Frank?
Oh, good? Yeah, pretty good. Getting excited for Bears season. Happy to have a Hawk Talk today with the Blackhawks. Didn't get the number one pick, but hey, they still stood where they were, still picking number 2 overall, and that's still going to be a great talent. You're going to get it too. So, and both of the two people that I like.
Nation, what?
What?
Get that the fuck out of it. Look at that comment.
Oh, Pack Nation. Yeah, pack these nuts.
Hi, Tiffany. How you doing? But get that
pack these nuts
out of here.
Nobody cares about them right now. Man.
Hey,
Mom, I am not on board with JB in that comment because I'm not sold on the Packers. I'm sorry. I'm not sold on Jordan Love. As we all know, I've said this on numerous occasions. Detroit's still going to be a problem, but at the same time, Detroit can still be Detroit and shit the bed next year for all we know. So am I saying playoffs or bust pretty much in this one? No, I'm not saying that, but I think it can be playoffs because you got way too much talent up and down this roster right now to not make the playoffs. But JB, I do agree with you. Hey, you got to give this quarterback some time. If he's not going to come in and be an immediate impact right away. He's got the weapons to get it done a lot quicker. That's for sure.
He's set up for success, instant success.
Our number 3 receiver could be a number 1 on a lot of teams.
We let Justin Fields go. No, fuck that. He has to go to the playoffs.
You know it, Jeremy. You know it.
Has to.
What do you mean he has to go to the playoffs?
Has to. That is the expectation.
So are you saying is that now the standard? Wait, is that now the standard? That's the rule now? A rookie quarterback has to go to
the standard.
That's what you're saying.
For the reasons that I just said. We got rid of Justin. We shored up the offense. We have a dangerous offense. You got DeAndre. You got Rome. You got Keenan Allen. You got DJ Moore. Playoffs. Playoffs.
And Daniel, just to answer your question, Daniel, I want to answer your question on that.
You're not going to go 6-11.
Daniel, I want to answer your question. I agree with you, Daniel. Aaron Jones has been the offense pretty much for the last 2 years, but who did they replace him with?
Josh Jacobs, and he has not.
Dude, if that's not a better replacement, then I don't know.
It's a hell of a replacement.
So,
right? and then they just got.
I saw that 6-11.
6-11, damn, Jeremy.
They just got the best the best safeties in the league now. They shored up their line. I mean, you know what? Jordan Love did something that no Bears quarterback has ever done. So,
and no denying that.
like, let's
No
pump our
denying
brakes,
that.
guys. Like, it's good. The same group of people, T, you were one of them, saw that schedule come out last year. You had us with about 11, 12 wins going to the playoffs.
I did.
And I told you then, I said, hold on. Pay attention to what's going on. Look at the forest before the trees. And sure as shit, what happened?
I thought it was look at the forest for the trees.
Look at the right. In other words, look at the big picture, not just the individual tree. Look at the forest.
I hear you.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, again, if you say, okay, yeah, on paper, it's dangerous, right? On paper. Things have to gel. It takes time.
We weren't dangerous on paper last season. I was just
talking about this season.
We had a solid roster.
We're dangerous on paper, and we should be dangerous on the field.
I mean, we're still the Bears.
Playoffs. That's what I'm saying.
In my opinion, there is one thing that is holding this team back, and it's not even the rookie quarterback. It is your coach. It is your head coach. You don't know. I like our new OC. I really do, and I think he's going to do good things. But the one above him is still Eberflus, and his clock is running right now. This is a make it or break it season for him. And then if we do get rid of him, guess what? We're trending the exact same way we just did by getting a whole new regime for Caleb Williams again next year.
Well, I don't think we need to go that route, but at the same time, I mean,
so
he's on the clock. He's on the clock. Let's just put it that way. He's on the clock.
So let's continue this conversation with our guest.
Please.
Like I said, the Bears alumni wide receiver, fast as hell. He's probably still fast as hell, man.
I'm sure he is.
We'll ask him when he comes in, what does he run 100?
Yeah, I want to see his 40-yard time. Let's get that going. We need a recording of that 40.
But yeah, let's get him in here. You've seen him before, man. He's been with us a few times. There's our guy, Ahmad Merritt. Okay, crooked.
Bring him in. There he is.
Message.
My man.
Welcome back, sir. Welcome back.
What up, boys?
What's happening? What's happening?
Man, it is good to see you boys again, man.
Gotta ask. I love that picture in the background. What is that? Is that
of me?
No, I mean of you, of course. I'm talking about the background.
That's me, bro.
That one.
That's me when I was in third grade.
Third grade in front of that crowd, huh?
Third grade, boy. I got a little darker since then, but that's me.
Wow.
That's sunlight, man. That's sunlight can get you.
That's all good. So, Ahmad, we're gonna jump right into it because I know you're on the tight schedule.
Thank you.
What do you think about? First of all, what do you think about the draft that the Bears had, and then secondly, how do you think they're gonna pan out next season?
Man, just like everybody else, man, I'm absolutely excited about what they've done. I think Ryan and Ian have done a great job so far. They've been aggressive as heck, right? We haven't seen, the Bears be this aggressive in free agency and in the draft for a long, long time, right?
Well, I mean, we were very aggressive with Pace. Just Pace was an idiot.
Well,
he was aggressive in all the wrong ways.
He was aggressive defensively.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Right. But I'm super excited about these guys, and I think that you guys are right. I mean, it looks great on paper. These guys got to get out there and do it on the field, obviously. But you said it perfectly to Tank. It's about the coaching. I think that this OC needs to come in here and set the tone right away early. This is just my opinion. I think he just needs to set the tone right away in the offensive room and let Caleb know that he doesn't need to be a hero. No hero ball. You don't need to play like you played at USC. Let's get through the progressions. Let's run the offense, right? You got to
playoffs.
You got to, T. I mean, I hear you. I hear what you're saying, JB, but I think they can do it too.
I think they can.
I'm feeling really good about about their opportunities to do it in the playoffs. The Detroit Lions are gonna be the Lions. They're gonna lion at some point, right? Somewhere along the line. You know, they had a great season last year. Dan's great. I played with Dan, by the way. He's a crazy dude.
He looks
But you know, in Green Bay, they just kind of peaked at the right time last year. I feel like, right? Like nobody expected them to do what they did. You know,
They
at
were
the end of the
calling for their
season,
coach's head, I think, week 6,
right?
week 7? They wanted him
Yeah,
fired. And I was just like, yeah, I'll take him.
yeah,
I'll
They
take
didn't want LaFleur fired.
I'm not saying like the ESPN or all those type things, but the fan base absolutely was calling for LaFleur to be fired. Yeah. It was all over the place. I was reading them all over the place. And I was like, please, fire him. Fire him, please. I knew it wasn't going to happen because fan base just talks out of their ass. But
well, we can agree to disagree on that, because the one thing I will say is this. If you look at what other teams have done, and this is why I say I have to have a calming voice, that reason, because when you look at what other teams have done as well as our own, it's not like we just literally, right, just overtook the division with everything. Other teams made moves too. Detroit shored up their secondary, which was one of their problems. We all know the worst kept secret last year was if Dan Campbell just takes the points,
right.
They beat the 49ers and they probably lose to Kansas City in the Super Bowl. So to say the Lions are going to lion, I get that. But the last 2 seasons, I feel that the Lions have shown that Dan Campbell is not going to allow that to happen, which is why I said he's a leader of men.
They play well for Dan.
And I hope. And you know him, Ahmad. You know him, so you can speak to that. We can't hear you, Ahmad.
We lost your. Somebody possibly call your phone? Seems to happen. Yeah, we can't hear you.
Somebody call. Okay.
Yeah. You might just like you might have to just pop yourself on, pop yourself back on. I think that usually worked for foul when that happened. Hate it when that happens, man.
Now, where did T go?
Yeah, T, make sure you let him back in, though, man. Because I can't let him back in. So, T, make sure you let him back in.
Crooked Commission in the back producing.
He was able to get on, yeah, because I wasn't able to get on. StreamYard was going crazy.
Hey, whatever that storm was midday today, where it was like tornado-like winds, it was raining and hailing at the same time. It was just crazy. So It just knocked out a lot of people's internet and stuff like that. But until those guys get back in, Frank, you know what I want everybody to realize again. We've seen this before. We've been down this road before, and I'm not being the pessimist, right? All I'm saying is this: if the other teams also got better and we haven't done anything technically to surpass them, now we're jockeying for a position possibly, right?
Yeah,
but we know one thing for sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Oh, no, I hear you on that, but I think we did more at least to get closer and to give ourselves competition for those other ones. All right, I think we did more than Green Bay did, than Detroit did. I don't really think the Vikings did anything, in my opinion, but I mean, getting JJ McCarthy, great. But you got rid of your best pass rusher in Hunter. What did you replace him with?
That's not what I'm saying.
That's not what I'm saying at all.
I'm just saying, if 2 teams.
Can we hear you now, Ahmad?
Can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. Okay, good. So I'm going to pause because I wanted you to finish your statement because I know you were about to say something profound. We couldn't hear you.
Man, I forgot what I was going to say.
Yeah, where were we?
I'll bring you back up to speed because what I was saying was, yes, the Bears on paper did more, or at least to the fan base, we did more as far as being more aggressive in free agency, drafting, and all that. But if we were already behind, we did just enough to catch back up. I don't think we've, taken over just yet because Detroit and the Packers have done stuff themselves.
Absolutely, but let me ask you this: let's go back to last year. How many of those games were we in? The ones we lost.
A lot.
We're in all of
Almost
those
every
games
game
at the
almost,
end,
yeah.
JB.
See, you're a basketball player at heart because you just threw me a alley-oop. You're a point guard. I love
Right?
it.
We're in those games, right? So I think the defense play well enough in most of them, right? For us to win those games. What's the number? Is it 17 points? If you hold them under 17 points, we should have a pretty good chance of winning that game. We got to be able to score more than 7, especially when one of the scores is a freaking defensive score. You know what I mean?
Talk on it. Speak on it, because that you can't count on.
You can't quantify that, right? That is not even part of the game plan. You know what I mean? That's one of them fan duels. I'm gonna put $10 on this defensive score and potentially win 500 on it.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So you get one or two of those in a game, and you should be in, right? So what I'm saying is, I think that we were in the position this year to draft from a 3 and 15, 16 team, or whatever the number is. 3 and 3.
What are you talking about the year before? 3 and 14.
3 and 14 team, right? But we're middle of the pack team that could have very easily for 2 or 3 plays not been a middle of the pack team, right? Right?
Yeah, you're right.
You're speaking the gospel,
right.
Love it, and I'm not gonna look. I'm listening to the sermon. I'm taking in what you're preaching.
Yeah.
Got
Playoffs.
Got
There
two
goes Keith.
number 1 top 10 picks this year. You know what I mean? They pick up this punter. Like, people tripping about that. I ain't mad at that. That's a weapon.
Thank you.
Dude.
Thank you.
That's
Well,
a
he's a weapon. He's a what do you call it?
Hey, Mike, I'm happy about it.
He is so dominant at flipping field. Like,
and you know
don't
what
have
made
to
that an
put
even
pressure
better
on
pick?
him.
What made that an even better pick was the fact that they were able to get more picks later.
True.
So that just like, all right,
Yeah.
that definitely made that a good pick to me, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, that dude's gonna be pinning them back, inside the 10, and then let the defense do their thing. Let them pin their ears back and go get it. Sweat. You know what I mean?
That kid almost doubled the college record in punts put inside the 10-yard line. It was insane how, like, he literally won games for Iowa, and he's your freaking punter. Like that.
And people got to realize, and I know you guys know this, but a lot of people think, oh man, the good punters are the ones that just booted 60 yards. Well, man, punter is being like a little golfer, right? You got to be able to place that thing where you want it. Know where the pitch is, know what the wind's looking like. Put that thing. I want that thing 35 yards and outside the numbers. You know what I mean?
And let's not forget, that guy was punting
That's all we care
65,
about.
70-yard punts in cold weather, too, because he's from Iowa. He could boot the ball, too. He can do everything. When we had the worst punter pretty much in the NFL last year.
So I'm not mad at that pick right there either. And then, and I don't know if y'all want me to, start this talk, but I know you already know. Look at what we got coming up next year.
Yeah.
Got another number 1 first-round pick with 2 second-round picks and like another 4 picks, 4, 5, 6 picks.
Yeah, I think we have we had 11 total. I don't know. Did we spend a pick to move up in the draft to get that pass rush?
We spent. Remember, that's how we jumped back in to get Brooks. We jumped back in. So what was that? Was that a 4th or?
I didn't remember what we gave up to jump back in.
To jump back in. So I mean, but I'm not mad at that because you're playing position at that point because you jump back in to get a position of need, which I was for now because we don't have that other dominant right side end to go along with
Sweat.
Sweat.
No sweet.
No sweet sweat.
I wanted to bring it back. Please.
But my thing again, trying to not be just rah like T talking about some playoffs.
Playoffs.
I look at it like this.
It can be. That's what I'll say.
When you look, and Ahmad, you hit that when I'm telling you, brother, you was preaching. Last year we had something brewing. 4 games of note that I personally remember. 4 where the coaches cost us the game.
Yeah.
Denver, that's the first one, right? Detroit with 4 minutes and 16 seconds left, and I don't even know how that don't even happen in Madden, so I don't even know how that happened, right? Then I'm gonna take Justin out of this, and I'm gonna say the Tyson Bagent game. Why would you against New Orleans? 3 interceptions and a fumble when they're sitting there telling you they're waiting on the game. They're waiting on the game plan. They know what you're doing.
Yeah, defense was keeping us in that game when Bajan was turning that ball over, but we still
Correct.
kept chucking it and chucking it and chucking it.
Like,
Instead
stop run the damn ball, man.
Yeah.
And then the fourth game, which to me is a fireable offense that night.
Oh, I knew where you're going.
Oh man,
217 yards or 219 that Joe Flacco had in the fourth quarter alone. And on the game, the play that, like, you know, just determine the game, you put Justin Jones in coverage against David and Joko.
Yeah.
The tight end that runs like a 4-4, like right then and there. Hey, bro, you don't know what you're doing. You got to go.
Mm-hmm.
You were there, and you know you lose a lot of faith. People be like, he didn't lose the locker room. Yeah, but they side-eyeing him.
Yeah.
They definitely side-eyeing him because you could have had the same type of energy, 10, 11 games. Because the other, you know, if I really wanted to be petty, I would say the Tampa Bay game because they sat there and waited on the screen. They was like, la, 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 screen right, screen left, pick six, game over. They knew what was coming. This is what I'm saying about Eberflus. The players are great. We just witnessed the Lakers, who went to the Western Conference Finals last year with the same coach.
We all know why this happened.
Listen to me. He got fired for what? Coaching malpractice, they say, right?
Because LeBron James didn't like him.
But really what it is the players didn't feel he knew what he was doing. That's what I'm scared of about this Bears season, because you got the shiny new toy. You've got the people with the banner and the streamers and the balloons ready to come down to say, oh my God, Matt Eberflus made Caleb Williams a 4,000-yard passer and a 30-touchdown thrower. But what are you doing to prepare this kid? You can't put it all on Waldron because guess what? If you lose, Waldron just might be the damn head coach.
Mm-hmm.
So you know what I'm saying? You might want to keep your head on a swivel and make sure that we are all systems go, and that this kid, like you said, I don't need him to go out and be USC. I need him to come out and be here's this word, a game manager while you're learning how to play in the NFL. You can win like that.
Yep.
What's wrong with that? And I'm just saying, like, to put that amount of pressure on a kid who we think, we don't know, we think is a generational talent. And I hate when people compare him to Patrick Mahomes because the so-called experts didn't even think Patrick Mahomes was going to be Patrick Mahomes. They thought the Chiefs made a mistake.
Right.
This comparison shit.
You see what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said we got to pump our brakes, see what the game plan is. I don't want to hear nothing about training camp because guess what? If I went to Bears training camp, they would say how good of a quarterback I looked in training camp. I want to hear that. I need to see some games. I need to hear his interviews. I need to see where his mind is. I need to make sure that he doesn't sound robotic. I want him to be fancy and free and go out there and do what he does best with proper tutelage. That's what
exactly. And you're hitting it on the head. That's why I say the coaching is going to be key. How they set the tone right here, right now, set the tone with all those kids in a room. You know, we don't expect you. We don't need you to do. If we were hooping, T or JB, if we was out on the south side hooping at the park, at Cole Park or something like that.
Cole Park, yep, I know it well.
What I mean? And me and you captains, and Brock Purdy and Justin Fields are you know, we're going 2-on-2. You the captain, you get the first pick. Who you picking?
I mean, off of looks, Justin Fields, but we know that wasn't who we should have picked.
You know what I'm saying? So we hooping, and you picking that kid, right? Period, 100%. He's a better athlete. So if that guy who wasn't even a good athlete can get to the chip, get to the dance with those pieces around him, it just means that he is very well coached and he understands his role very well.
Yes,
right?
Agreed.
He understands his role and he's not trying to play with outside of himself. You know, let Debo cook, let Ayuk cook. You know what I'm saying? Let Kittle cook. Let all these boys cook, and you just facilitate. You know, we don't need you to do much more than that. So if I feel like if Caleb can come in with a similar mindset, let these boys play. Now it's gonna take some time because they're rookies too, you know. But that's why you got a guy like Keenan Allen in the room. DeAndre Swift in the room. Some vets that can instill some veteran knowledge on those boys and get them up to speed pretty quickly. Now it may take a year or two, T. Might take a year, two. But guess what? We coming hard. We coming correct after. If it ain't happening this year, we get all those picks next year. Those boys will have 1 year under their belt, bringing in new ammunition on top of it. Man.
So you're saying that the expectation is not necessarily playoffs.
I always expect that.
That's every year the expectation.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the realization.
That's not what you said, JB.
The realization is every year I step on the field, I expect to win.
Yeah.
Every year.
We going to the dance every year.
But you just
then
said
you look at things and you're like, maybe not this year.
You kind of
because I'm gonna be honest with you.
Yourself.
Show of hands. No, I'm not. Show of hands.
Yes, you are.
Mitch Trubisky's rookie year, did any of us expect to go to the Super Bowl?
Mitch's what? His rookie year?
You said that is not the expectation. The expectation is for him to come in, learn the game, get adapted,
be competent, to go adapt to the system. Yes.
Yes, but playoffs is not expected. That's what you said.
For me personally, but the overall expectation for any team every year is to go to the playoffs. Period. Right now, the Patriots are like, oh, man, Drake May, we're going to the playoffs. The realization is maybe not this year, maybe next year. And what I hate is they kind of drive this narrative like the outliers are what the standard is. I don't even believe they thought C.J. Stroud was going to be who C.J. Stroud is because they even said that he wasn't even a good enough quarterback.
Right.
You remember that?
Oh, I don't remember hearing that, but I don't think they expected him to do what he did.
Remember they said he holds the ball too long. He had a terrible Wonderlic score. Like there was all this detriment. And it was like, oh, but you got to give Bryce Young the nod because look at what he did at Alabama. I said, I looked at what C.J. Stroud did to Georgia.
I have keeping receipts.
One dropped catch, and they beat Georgia. They beat Georgia. But nobody said that C.J. Stroud was going to throw for 4,000 yards and 23 touchdowns and take their team to the second round of the playoffs this year with that Texans roster. I won't believe it. People didn't even know who Tank Dell was. Come on now.
Who?
Thank you. Nico Collins. Yeah.
What the hell is even that?
What was that shit?
But what you had was you had a head coach that was willing to sit down with his OC and his quarterback to say, let's build this around what you do best. Last year, and I hate to be a revisionist, but I'm going to do it. Luke Getsy never sat down with Justin and was like, let's see what you do best. He sat down and was like, this is my offense. Learn it.
Mm-hmm.
Live it. Breathe it.
This is what I had success with at Green Bay. Here's how we're gonna have success.
This is how I combed Aaron Rodgers' hair very well, dude. It worked. We made the playoffs, so let's do it.
You might as well call him Luke and go for Getsy because that's all he did was go get coffee, and he went for this and went for that. Screw that. Bobby Slowick, I tip my hat to him. He's going to be a head coach very soon in this league, but that's how you build. And I watched Waldron's offense with Geno Smith put up 4,200 yards and 30 touchdowns. And I look at it and I said, you know what? DK Metcalf, DJ Moore, maybe they cancel out. Tyler Lockett, Keenan Allen, maybe they cancel out. Then I look at it and I say, well, you know what? Jackson Smith and Jimba as a rookie, Roma Dunze, hopefully, maybe they'll cancel out. So I see the similarities that they're trying to build this Bears roster. Bring in Cole Kmet and Everett, Gerald Everett, that's the new Noah Fant and Will Dissly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I see what they're trying to do. Swift and Walker. I just hope it works.
Mm-hmm.
And it took time. Waldron didn't come in with Russell Wilson and throw. Let Russ cook didn't work. Like, it took time. It took time to develop. And that's all I'm saying. Like, don't put so much pressure on this kid. Like, hey, 12-5, 11-6 this year playoffs, or what? He's a bust?
Playoffs.
So,
Playoffs.
so if you don't make playoffs, T, if we don't
Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs. You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
exactly.
Who did that?
You telling me
Fuck
That's
that.
a slap in the
Playoffs.
face
Nick,
right there. Man. Let me
point
tell
guard,
you.
quarterback. You telling me if we don't make the playoffs, you calling Caleb a bust?
No, I'm not calling them busts after one season.
He's just saying the
I
season
will
is a
say
failure.
it's
He's saying the
okay
season is a
if he
failure if
doesn't.
you don't make the playoffs.
If he doesn't make the playoffs, it's okay. But my expectation is playoffs.
Well, that's the thing. Every year, your expectation should be getting into the playoffs. Like, I mean, so I understand where T is going.
No,
But what
I
T
mean,
is
come
saying
on.
is his expectation and reality aligns.
Right, where ours don't.
When Mitchell Trubisky was drafted, was your expectation playoffs?
No.
No, because we didn't
Right,
know anything
right.
about Mitch
So what are
Trubisky.
you talking about? Every season you
No, it
should
didn't
expect
align.
playoffs. What are
You
you
said-
talking about?
You said my expectation.
Well, yeah, who
My
the fuck else am I
expectation.
talking to?
The team's expectation and most
No.
fandom is playoffs.
I said y'all. I didn't say the team.
Hey, my
Well, actually, I
expectation
said
right now.
is the expectation.
So without knowing the schedule, I'm telling you right now, I think the Bears are going to win 7 to 8 games, 9 at the most. That's my expectation this year. And Caleb is going to throw about 3,000.
That's not your expectation. That's your reality.
I'm sorry, that's my reality. Right, that's my reality. And I think he's going to throw for about 3,500 yards and probably I'll say anywhere from 22 to 26 touchdowns. Because they're going to force him to throw the ball because he's the shiny new toy.
See, that's my point. That would be the wrong move. That would be
100%. That's where coaching comes into play.
That's where coaching comes in. That's what
You
I'm
went
saying.
out and got a
don't
very
put it
damn good
all
one.
on his shoulders. Don't
But
put it
they're
on his
not.
shoulders.
They're not gonna force him to
That's
throw.
what we're hoping.
You got a
This is
shiny
still-
new toy
this is
in the
still the Bears.
backfield.
It's still the Bears.
Wait.
That's
You
not
got
a
a shiny new toy in the backfield.
That's a very
Yes,
talented used toy.
DeAndre.
That's a very talented used toy. That's not a new toy.
No.
It's a very talented used toy.
Okay.
Does it
So
work?
I'm saying, why would they
Does it work?
force?
Look, I hope it
If you put those
Works.
batteries in and you find that shit, that guy should be
If
fucking gone.
you put the batteries in that toy, will it start moving?
Hey, watch this.
Better.
And I have to dig in.
Hey, that
with
toy
stats.
take a 9-volt right there. That toy take one of
So,
them 9-volt.
he take a 9-volt that we can't hardly find in any store.
He's not,
You got
Hey,
he's
those-
not
might be
that
like-
injury prone, if that's what you are.
right.
getting at.
I wasn't even gonna say that, T. I was gonna say the man split time in Philly last year had 1,049 yards, about 5-6 touchdowns, only about 200 yards receiving,
Very
another
good point,
touchdown. He didn't have a great season, but for some reason he was a Pro Bowler. But look at the line he was behind. Arguably the best line in the NFL.
That's true. That's a true statement.
That matters.
That's a good point.
You know what I'm saying, bro? That matters.
That's a
And
good
we
point.
didn't do that much to
Playoffs.
improve our offensive line.
No, our offensive line got better.
It got better, but it's
I hope
still
something
not.
good.
I'm not going like, oh my god, I'm so excited by this guy.
Yeah. Who's the
I pray
center
to
now?
Ahmad. Look, I was about to say, I pray
We
to
picked up
God
pretty
that
much
we
two
finally
centers.
found a center that can touch somebody. I ain't even gonna say block. He can touch somebody.
Just fall down.
Because
in front of
Caleb ain't
somebody.
Justin. Right. He just what was that old thing? The chop block. Hey, can
Yeah.
you chop block
Just make a pile right there. Make a pile right,
right
there.
there?
Shit, we
Because
can
if
get
Caleb
on
got to get on the run, he ain't Justin. He not.
No, there's no question about
Oh
that.
no doubt.
There's not a lot of
100% he's
Jetsons
not.
out there.
I saw Justin Fields almost die against Buffalo at that preseason game where dude had his helmet like Latimer in the program.
Yep.
And then I saw him shake off Myles Garrett one time after the first time Myles Garrett had like 9 sacks on him. And I was like, whoo, like my heart was, I'm like, they're going to kill this kid. Caleb is smaller and shorter and slower. What you think going to happen?
But we're hoping Caleb is seeing the field better than Justin did. Justin
Oh, you know why?
struggled
Because
at
Walden
seeing
runs
the field.
slants.
But Justin did have people in his face
Coaching.
very quickly as well, though. So-
Coaching and trust. And trusting those guys running them routes, period.
And now you went out and got one of the best route runners pretty much in football out of the Chargers right there in Allen.
Well,
So
he's
was
a
massive.
technician.
That was massive.
You'll
Well,
never hear me
also-
say anything bad about Keenan Allen.
Also, guys, I think one of the complaints about Justin was that he wanted his receivers to get too much separation. He was holding on to the ball because he wanted his receivers to get too much
It's
separation.
called trust, T.
Right,
He didn't
trust.
trust his
Just like
100%.
you said. Just like you said,
There is
Ahmad.
no such thing as separation in the NFL. He's open.
He's open. So Caleb is gonna let that ball go. That's the expectation.
That's what we're
Trust.
hoping. Yep.
Trust.
That's the expectation. Is it the realization? No, ain't no here we go, because
Here we
statistically he held the ball longer than
Here
Justin.
we go. Yes.
So hopefully
And
Walden,
you're not wrong on that.
hopefully
But I mean,
Walden can coach that out of him.
But yeah, 100%. But that's the thing where you're talking about. We do not want Caleb coming here and playing hero ball. He had to play hero ball a lot at USC, where he had to hold on to the ball a lot at USC.
We want him to come here and take this team to the playoffs.
Playoffs.
That's what we
Stupid.
want.
Smoke crack, don't you? You smoke crack, don't you?
Who
No,
is
I
doing
do
that?
not.
Who
That's
is
the-
doing that?
We got a little network guy back there helping us out.
You got a little chipmunk in the background.
Yeah,
huh?
he's a little.
Alvin
He's
in the
like a little
back there.
gopher.
And that's the thing. Like Bullets just said at 850, ball movement is the difference. Instead of the QB running, we're going to be passing. Bullets, you're 1,000,000% correct. The difference, what we're going to see is we're going to see a coach that's competent enough to get that short passing game going, get those routes running so that we can get either smart, quick, good reads or some type
Confidence
of
throws.
confidence throws to build rhythm.
Yeah.
Etsy said, screen left, screen right, screen left, screen right. Oh,
I'm glad
screen
you
up the
said
middle
it.
to
I
go commit.
wanted to ask Ahmad a question in regards to that as well. Like, and I hate going back to the piece of crap regime that we had last year. But when you have a quarterback who's constantly under pressure, Justin was constantly under pressure. Don't slant plays come into effect?
Not
in
when
the
they
NFL?
know. Not when the defense knows that.
Oh, they know what's coming.
They should never know it's coming, because
Well-
we ran 19 total screen passes last year, all season. 19, and 11 of them were to tight ends.
Okay.
I don't like.
You play the same. You would
Not
play the same
19 total
defense
screens.
against
19
slant that you would play against a
Slant
screen.
plays, yeah. And
No, he said that backwards, Ahmad. It was 19 slants.
slant plays, sorry. Yeah,
Oh.
They ran
called
17
19 total
screens in
slant.
one game.
he called 17 in one game screen
Never
passes.
seen this.
I've been in the game like that.
Oh, do tell.
Shoot,
What coach was that? So we could slap the shit out of him.
shoot. Remember,
Not shooting.
Yeah.
man, we used to run that
I
rocket
get
laser
it.
screen out there on the outside.
So Getsy is a very good example.
Woodson and them boys used to be like, okay, here come the rocket and laser. They even knew the name of it. I looked at Book like, man, you want me to block that? No, I ain't blocking
They
him.
know
He
what's
already
coming.
know what's coming.
Like they literally was that last year when we ran 3 straight screen passes in a row, and then they
Wasn't that Tampa
intercepted.
Bay?
Was that Tampa Bay? I'm not 100% sure.
Was
It might have been.
that
But-
Levante David that
Yeah,
picked it off?
because
and said,
Levante Davis said in an interview at the end of the game, he was like, "Yeah, I knew the play was coming. Like, I mean, I sat back and waited, and they just threw the ball right into my hands because I was right there."
So that to me sounds like a coach that doesn't have confidence in the quarterback as well,
okay.
and a quarterback that right is not in a rhythm, and they're just not on the same page, man. So like I said, it's gonna be super important that they set the tone right away. No hero ball here, bro. Like, get through your progressions. And
Can I speak? Can I ask you one question, Ahmad, about that? Because I want to link the two, right?
yeah,
No confidence in the quarterback, but what about confidence in the play calling against the defense? Because Denver, if I'm not mistaken, was an opportunistic defense. They didn't have a lot of hurries, press. They're opportunistic. You light them up, but a blitzing defense, when you go against Minnesota, you choose to do the worst passing game game plan ever. When you were playing, though, you kind of knew, like, if dude was 18 yards off of you, he was like, I dare you to throw dude because your quarterback can't get the ball here. Like, how did you feel when the coaches were, like, not making the right? I'm not even gonna say make the right play call because the right play call depends on the reads and all this other stuff. But like, hey, skip that. I got this dude over the top. There's no single high. Let me get it. How did you kind of like move with that?
Well, it's also our job as players, to come off the field and let the guys know what we see too, right? So, and you know what? It's a relationship with that OC, man. If he trusts you, it's like LeBron and the coach. Like if LeBron come back to the sideline, like, look, man, this is what we need to run, and he got confidence enough to go off of his script, so to speak, right? Go off of his script and make the adjustment that the players are coming back and telling them to make. A lot of guys are not confident enough to do that. You know what I mean? A lot of coaches are not confident enough to do that, unless it's like a LeBron James or somebody like that. A Olin Kreutz coming back and about to beat your ass. Then you get off that script if he say get off that script.
Right.
But they rely on us. They can't see the field. They got a script and they got the first 15 on that script. And some of the mugs just go right down that line. Do. And the idea is that script is written with the anticipation of the play having a certain level of success. So I'm going to call this inside zone. I don't expect us to gain more than 3 yards on it. So my next play is designed for that, for a 2nd and 7. You know what I'm saying? So let's say we only gain 1 yard on that inside zone. They still call the 2nd and 7 play instead of a 2nd and 9 one. You know what I'm saying? So some offensive coaches just they create that script and they're scared.
Stubborn, right?
They're just scared to get off of it, and they're not flexible enough to make a quick decision. In that 24-second clock, and they just run down the script, and
that
it might not be
explains
the
a
right
lot
play.
because we had so many negative yardage plays too.
Especially on first down.
We had so many negative yardage plays.
Yeah.
I didn't understand that because normally, like you said, the first 15, you should be confident in that because that's probably what you worked on the most in practice leading up to the game was those 15. And the one thing, like I said, the outlier is, and I'm not even saying that Justin was a great quarterback by no stretch of imagination, but he had a gift that allowed you to mess up your play call.
Yeah.
And he could get you out of it.
Exactly. Yeah.
But that's not sustainable.
Right.
As you see, both of them gone.
Yeah.
But
So,
I just want
also, let me ask you this: is Justin just a casualty of his situation? How much of Justin's situation is he just a casualty of the fact that he's coming up on that 4th year in that deal, and the Bears are not prepared to spend $250 million on a quarterback right now? We'd rather draft this guy number 1, push that $300 million contract back another 4 years.
Yeah,
and allow us to get some more players right now.
That part.
That's what I feel why they moved on as well. Some people will say, and I know like people like Keyshawn Johnson will say, it was like, stop trying to reset the damn quarterback clock, because the problem is you're taking a chance on a rookie quarterback who might turn into a Mitchell Trubisky.
Very true.
We don't know.
But they get to hang their hat on that one. They didn't inherit that one.
But I will say this though, and I've said this in the past before: if Caleb Williams was not coming out of this draft, Justin Fields would still be our starting quarterback.
I agree, but I want to ask Ahmad that because he's had a quarterback carousel. Let me tell you, right?
Most Bears players have.
When you look at what the connection between Cole Kmet and DJ Moore were with Justin, right? I don't understand if it was just a casualty because of the money, because I look at something not like apples to apples, but I look at something similar to like what the Daniel Jones deal was. And you can't tell me that Daniel Jones is not head and shoulders above. I mean, that Justin Fields is not head and shoulders above better than Daniel Jones. But they wanted to stick with him because they saw something or they was going to build or whatever's going on there. Part of me just wanted to see if you trade back, you keep Justin, you trade back, you get Marvin, you trade back again and trade in, you get Joe Alt. What does that look like? because Justin may not have succeeded to expectation in his 3 years, having 2 separate OCs, 2 head coaches. But when did they ever game plan for what he does? Nobody on this panel knew that Justin Fields was a running quarterback.
He wasn't that in college.
Because he wasn't a running quarterback. They made him. And you can't tell me that kid all of a sudden forgot how to throw, because every college quarterback worth they salt has 1 million seconds to throw the ball at certain schools.
I'll throw one at you. Let me throw one at you, too.
Please.
Another scenario. What if they would have kept them both?
I think that would have
I'd
been
be worried about that. There'd be a lot of clashing, I feel like, with that one.
That's competition, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
I think
love
Justin would
competition.
have turned into
Draft Caleb and keep Justin.
When I said unhealthy, the reason I said unhealthy was because now Waldron has to look at somebody. They both got strong arms, but one is bigger, stronger, faster, but the other one's more of an elite passer. How do you as an OC
sounds like
build
you're
your
talking
offensive
about
line?
Taysom Hill.
That bug funny.
Sounds like you're talking about Taysom Hill.
My
No.
God.
He's athletic, but he can't throw.
But Justin can throw. That's the problem.
Anybody
But
that thinks
they wouldn't
Justin
use
Fields can't
Justin
throw
to
doesn't
throw.
watch
They
football.
would use Caleb to throw.
Yeah, I don't know if these rumors are true or if it was just bullshit floating around on social media, but I heard Justin Fields' agent is a real piece of shit. And he basically said, if you're going to draft Caleb and keep me, we will not play another game and we'll demand a trade.
Wow.
You know what?
Like, I don't know if that's true or not.
I did read that too. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true, but I did hear his agent is that type of guy who would say that. He's done stuff like that before.
Wow.
Wasn't coming out of Justin, but it was coming out of his agent.
That's tough. That's tough.
But I agree with you, Ahmad. I don't mind competition. Let these guys battle it out in training camp and see who earns the spot.
Yeah,
but I
and then let him go later. If
and then
Caleb
he
wins,
does
then
well,
let
and
him,
then
at
you
least
trade him.
let's see what happens.
Well, you would have gotten a little bit more trade value for him, because then somebody, and I'm not even trying to be funny, somebody like Minnesota would have been like, "Hey man, we need a quarterback." You
right?
know, like,
Because
Jesse and the Raiders.
they knew we were going to draft the first. They knew we were going to take Caleb first, which is why nobody was really offering anything for Justin. Another way he was a casualty of a situation. He was worth way more than a 6th-round pick, bro.
Yeah, absolutely was.
You know what I
And
mean?
I also heard, and I don't know if it's true or not again, but I also heard people were offering 3rd-round picks for him early on, but they just didn't know if they wanted to keep Caleb or keep Justin. They were still shopping to see what they can get for that number 1 pick.
Mm-hmm.
And then it came to the point where we got handcuffed, and it was just like we had to get rid of him for whatever we could.
Mm.
Again, I don't know if that's true. That's just what shit floats around.
Like
it
is true.
Ahmad, let me ask you this before we jump into another subject. Have you seen the Bears' opponents for the upcoming season?
Mm-mm.
Do we have that?
We do. Yes, we do.
We do.
It came out.
Yeah, we don't have when they're playing.
opponents
We
came
just
out.
know
We don't need when they're playing.
Yeah, we don't have the exact calendar. Just
Where you
one
at,
year,
Alvin and the
do we just
Chipmunks
have
in the
their
back?
phone?
Where the schedule at, man? Let's see it.
Yeah, Elvin, get it. Elvin!
Alvin.
Do we have just their opponents?
It should be up there, but he doesn't broadcast our stuff. It should be all the way closer to the top if you're looking.
Yeah, I'm looking.
It was most recent, wasn't it?
It was
Like
pretty recent, yeah.
Oh
Like a
no,
couple weeks ago.
I'll take that
Like
back. Right before the draft is the last time we used it, right? Yeah.
I don't think I see.
Hopefully it's still up there.
While you're asking that question, Ahmad, I wanted to ask you this.
Oh, he's
Going
on
all
there.
the way back.
I'll
Now,
get the roster. So
do you feel, because I look at inflation, right? Not inflation like it's being called, but like inflated stats. You played with a pretty good guy in Dick Duran. I mean, played under him, where he was like, what was that? Ted Washington, Trailer, that was Warwick Holman and them boys. Like, you had something brewing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the Eberflus connection to that with this team, or was it just we're a top 12 defense because we played some really, really bad teams like the second half of the season?
What you mean the Eberflus connection? The way
Like,
Dick was running the defense?
The way Dick, because remember, Dick was like he had similar
Yeah.
components, right?
That's a good question. That's a real good question. Do you mean the connection with the staff or with the players? I mean, or you just mean
Not philosophy, because those two big dudes in the middle changed a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like the way that he kind of played, like, do you feel that like because Eberflus to me hasn't proven anything, but I know Dick Duran had like a magical season and then like a half of a good season.
Yeah.
But the magical season also, like the defense, like, you know, we played some not so good talented teams, but we did what we were supposed to do against them.
Right.
So do you feel the same way with this Eberflus defense? Is it like a mirror image of that? Like, we're gonna beat the teams that we're supposed to beat defensively, beat them down, but we're our stats and our rank is not really what we are.
If I'm being honest, I'm gonna say no. That team, that defense was a monster, bro. Like,
I like your defense better.
yeah,
personally.
them boys was a monster. Being able to watch that firsthand was incredible. You know, so I'm gonna just say no, just off of strength. I mean, look, who was on that D? Mike Brown, Mike B, R Dub. We got R Dub. You got Lack. You got Warwick. You got Roosevelt Colvin. You got Philip Daniels coming off the edge. Big trailer in the middle. You know,
nobody ran on that team.
Killers.
Come on, man.
And that's why I say when some people be like, you know, hey, we could be like that 2001, 2002 defense. I'm like, I don't see
Oh
it.
no, dog.
Now I will say this: the linebackers
in the house,
secondary. I see why people can say we can get a lot of turnovers and stuff, but I don't.
Still waiting for you to come on, Don Burr. Still waiting.
Yeah, I don't think that linebacker core, the current linebacker core, can stand up to those guys.
I think that's why I said
I like our linebacking core, but that's a tough thing to stand up to for sure. We have a very good secondary. I'm not going to deny that.
That's why I said the secondary might be comparable paper to paper, but the linebackers like Edwards and then Edmonds and all that, I say it's just because of the stats they accumulated.
Yeah.
What you all had was a totally different animal.
Yeah, man.
They were mean.
Them boys
yeah, they were
out there playing for real.
And that's why I say what you all put down on paper and then what you all did against top talent.
Yeah.
I have not seen Eberflus do that against top talent yet.
Right.
Not against top talent. Not against top talent.
Right.
Okay, yeah, we beat Atlanta. We beat Arizona. Ooh.
Eberflus always throughout his career was pretty much a top 10 defense. He never was hurt by defense, but I don't think he's ever had a top 3 dominant defense in his career.
All right, so let's get to this.
Okay, put it back up. I just wanted to ask Ahmad because somebody had brought that up, and I was like, nah, those two teams are not the same.
So we got 6 games. The 6 games that we know are the Lions, the Vikings,
right?
Right. Okay, so what do you think they're going to do with those games?
I think they split.
Really?
With Detroit and Green Bay, and then they sweep Minnesota.
Nice.
So 4-2.
Okay.
4-2 in the division. That's not
all right. So
expectations.
Playoffs.
Expectations.
It should be playoffs. Not reality. It's just expectations.
So home against the Panthers.
Man,
that's a win.
That should be a piece of
that's
cake.
A win.
That's a win.
Okay, so we're 5-2.
Just put the thing back up, T.
I don't have it.
It was just up.
No, that was the draft.
That
order.
ain't it.
That was the draft order.
That was the draft order. Oh.
So home against Jacksonville.
That's a win. Wait, what time of the year is that?
Well, again, we don't know when.
They
didn't give us the exact
that's right. Okay.
So, but if it's in November, we have a good chance of winning that game for sure.
All right, so we're 6-2 right now. We're 6-2.
JB's looking.
Okay.
JB
home against the Rams.
That should be a win. No Aaron Donald no more.
Ram has nothing and Aaron Donald retired. Man, like Aaron Donald retiring just
They're gonna drop one that they should win, though. Think about that. They're gonna drop. They're gonna drop a game or two that they should win.
The Rams still have
got
Stafford,
that
Puka,
Stafford
and they have a great
and
coach.
those guys.
Like they
You
not
know.
Holmes.
And they have a great coach.
Let's say they drop. Let's say
Jacksonville is
they
in
drop
London.
that one, even though they should win it. Let's say
Okay.
they drop that one.
So 6-3 so far. Home against the Patriots.
That's a win.
All right, so we're 7-3. Home against the Seahawks.
That's my loss.
So they just lost their offensive coordinator.
I'm about
They have
to
a
say
whole new regime.
Does.
Yeah, they have a whole new regime, so they're a question mark.
Is that Dan Quinn? Who is that up there that's the head coach? No, Dan Quinn went to Washington, right?
Not Dan Quinn. No.
I thought Dan Quinn
help us
went
in the
to
chat.
Washington.
Who went to
Oh, it's the
Seattle?
young guy from
Yolio Cruz.
I can't think of it, but he's a young guy, real young dude.
That might matter because remember Pete stepped down, guys. Pete.
Yeah. So let's give
Don
it to
Burr
him.
still going. Look at him.
So we're gonna give that to Seattle.
No, we're gonna take that win.
We're gonna take that one.
We're gonna take that win. Okay.
Okay, so we are 8-3 so far.
Playoffs.
What is your expectation to get?
Go ahead. Keep going.
All right. Home against the Titans.
Everything has been home. You got all home games?
No.
Well, he's only saying home, and then he'll go away.
Yeah,
then he'll go road game.
Oh, you going home for? Dang, home against the Titans.
Who's their coach again?
It ain't Vrabel no more. He gone. Who is it? So they got a new head coach too.
I don't even. Who's their quarterback? They got the what's his name that they drafted last year, right?
They got Will Levis. They picked up Calvin Ridley.
Oh, they did get Calvin. I forgot about that.
They picked up L'Jarius Sneed from the Chiefs trade.
And they did lose their running back.
The White
House. Mike McDonald. Mike McDonald kind of cold, y'all. Damn.
No, they just signed the Whiteout the other day, maybe today.
They just signed another one?
They just signed a dude from Cincinnati from the Bengals, the third guy.
I hope it ain't T. Higgins.
No.
Higgins is
oh, yeah, I did hear that too. I heard that a couple days ago. I can't remember his name. He was a nice slot receiver. Boyd, yeah. He was a nice slot for them.
I'm gonna give that to us.
All right, so 9-3.
No Derrick Henry. Yeah, I'm gonna give that to us.
9-3. Go ahead, T.
Don Burr helping us out. Thanks, Don Burr.
So you got away against the Cardinals.
We going to that game.
I'm gonna say loss. I want to go. Come on.
I'm definitely
Marvin Harrison's not happy we didn't draft him.
I'm gonna say loss.
Let's fly out there for that game. I have a crib out there still. Let's go.
Ooh, hey.
Word.
What's up?
I'm going out there.
I'm gonna hold you up on that
too.
for sure.
I'm staying at your crib, man.
I got you.
Bet. So that's a win or a loss?
Since he's going, it's gonna be a win. It has to be a win.
It's gonna be.
Going
so we're 10-3.
It's a good record.
Where do you get these numbers from?
Hey man, I'm just going by what we've said thus far.
You said the only two losses was one against the Lions, one against the Packers, and then one against the.
Hey, this is not what I said.
He picked 1-1-2.
We're asking him mine right now. This is not what I said.
10-3. He's right. It's 10-3. That's what we're at right now.
So calm down. Relax.
Got to keep our hopes up, man.
So away against the Texans.
Loss.
That's a loss.
It's not gonna be pretty.
Okay.
Loss.
So we're 10-4 thus far.
Hey, here come the losses.
Away against the Colts.
Ooh.
I'm going. Colts are tough at their home.
Anthony Richardson is back.
Yeah, Colts are tough.
He's gonna be hurt, JB.
That's gonna come down to Anthony Richardson.
He'll be hurt by him for sure.
He's injury prone.
Let's say we drop that one.
So 10-5.
Jonathan Taylor, they're gonna control the rock, whatever. Let's say we drop that one. 10-5.
then away against the 49ers.
Yeah.
Loss.
Oh, that's a
fuck
loss.
that.
10 and
Goodbye.
6.
That's
Okay,
definitely
goodbye.
10 and 6.
10 and 6. And away
Unless
against
that whole roster catches mono, we ain't getting that shit.
You said mono. Wow.
Away against who?
the Commanders.
Oh, that's a win.
11 and 6.
Tired of playing them.
So 11 and 6. Playoffs.
That is a playoff.
That's hey, that could legitimate.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? I just hope we can win a game.
We all hope they win a game.
Well, according to Ahmad, we're gonna win 11 games.
That's playoffs.
So, yeah. So I mean,
I mean,
No,
we just went
come
through it.
on,
I think
bro.
that's I don't know, man. I think they can do that. They could do that. I don't think so, JB.
I have them at 10. That's what I picked. And
I'm about to say, I remember originally I said 8 or 9 because I still feel early on we're going to lose some games in close fashion, especially like if we come out the gate and we're playing against
So it
Detroit.
depends on who those early games are, though.
Who those? Yes, that's
So
what I'm
we're
saying. Like
11 and 6.
Like how you were saying.
The order
Jackson-
absolutely matters.
Absolutely
Jacksonville in
matters.
November,
paying-
that is a win for me.
No, if the Jacksonville game is in London, that's a neutral site.
Ooh, that's a tough one. That I did hear that.
Is in London, y'all.
Oh shit! I did forget about that.
Game.
They do have a game in London, and I did hear it was Jacksonville. Why the fuck would you think Jacksonville? You put a Bear Packer game.
I thought Jacksonville had their own game in London.
It might be us. Or they could be going twice. Who knows?
But we're at home versus Jacksonville, though. So I don't know.
All right, so we said 11 and 6. Ahmad said 11 and 6, but I agree with that. I agree with it.
I said 10 and 7.
Hey, Don Burke said these guys are delusional 11 wins because he doesn't think.
Well, he's a Lions
fan. I'm kind of with Don on this.
That's all right.
I personally don't think we're 4-2 in the division. I think we're 3-3 because I don't think we're giving enough credit to either Detroit or Green Bay. I really don't think we're giving enough credit to them.
So
what are you thinking? Like a split between all three teams?
I think 3-3.
So I want to jump into this.
Oh,
B&B.
Don Burst, suck it, dude. Just suck it. Respectfully.
I want to jump into the back my.
Hey, this is a family show, Frank.
It has never been a family show.
It is, but
I want to jump into this back my bracket because it sounds real interesting.
Yeah,
I need in on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, first of all, thank y'all for having me. Number one, man. I appreciate that.
Man.
Appreciate being here with y'all always. It's a great time. But yeah, back my bracket. All your fans out there, do me a favor. This is my baby. You guys come support me, man. Backmybracket.com. Follow us on IG at backmybracket. Can you type it in there? How you type it in there?
I put it in.
We'll make a little short too.
Yeah, like that right there.
Our little chipmunk producer back there, make a little short.
Yeah.
And put it up on YouTube.
What it is it's a bracket building platform that allows everyone to basically monetize their network by hosting bracket tournaments and charging to host those tournaments. So we'll use March Madness as an example because everybody knows that one. Let's pretend like each one of us have 1,000 friends and we create this March Madness bracket and we share it with 1,000 people and 20, for $20, everybody gets in. There's a nice prize at the end for the person who makes the best picks, right? And we get to set the prize. And the platform just literally does it all for you. It'll send those invites out for you, allow you to build those brackets, send those invites out for you. It'll collect the money for you, direct deposit it to your account through Apple Pay. It'll score the tournaments for you, let everybody know who's winning in the leaderboard. You get a little private chat like we're doing here on this thing, so you can talk shit back and forth to each other. And the biggest piece of it is you get to back your bracket. Like you make your picks and then you fucking wear them. And we printed on these hoodies, these dope hoodies, and you walk around rocking your bracket, and we see what you picked. We get to talk a little shit. You know what I'm saying?
Always,
like that a
always a
lot.
pleasure for sure.
We get to talk
We
a little
talk a lot
shit,
of
and
shit.
it's a good little conversation icebreaker. If you imagine if you're at the bar or watching a game or something like that, walk up to somebody and you're looking at their bracket like, I can't believe you picked fucking Michigan to beat freaking North Carolina, like no fucking way. Like check mine out, and you flip around and they looking at yours, and y'all just kind of comparing and whatnot, and then you pull it out on your phone and you can show them how many of your picks are right and how you're doing in your little tournament and stuff like that. And wherever the host is gets to send these out, and they might send it to 1,000 people for at $20. What's that number? How
Wait, you
much is
said
that?
$20? That's like 11 grand, right?
Like 2 grand
10
probably.
grand. 20
Or what's 20
$20 times
grand?
5,000 times
What's
500.
2,000? What's
10,000.
$20 times $1,000? T.
Shit, I'm not the
Is that 20?
mathematician.
Yeah, that's what I said. Because 20
Yeah,
times 2.
that's
Yeah.
20. That's 20
I
stacks.
just said 20 times 1,000. Yeah, it's 20,000.
That's 20,000, bro.
20,000.
1,000 people will play for sure because it's fun, right? It's a drink. And then, you pick what you want to be the prize. Maybe you pay them out, $2,500 for the person that wins the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? And as the host, you keep the rest. And then you just do that you can keep doing it all year round. You pay $49 for a membership, which gives you all the bracket building tools so that it allows you to host these tournaments all year round. And that's all you pay us is $49. That's it. And you can host a million gazillion brackets a year. Right. So super fun, man. We've been doing it. And then you can go in there, you can play with celebrities. You got guys that you'll recognize. They're hosting their own tournaments. Zoom is doing a couple tournaments. You got J Mac on there doing tournaments. We're gonna get some basketball guys on here doing tournaments. And then these fans get to play in these tournaments with some of their favorite celebrities too.
Love that. That's
You know,
Awesome. Yeah, that's awesome.
and then they get to chat in the chat room with them and hang out with them, and then post their brackets and shit on the back in the chat, and people get to talk shit. Man, it's just fun. So
That's dope.
please
That's
support it, man. It's been going well, but we need to get it out there more. Not enough people know about it. And I'm just trying to figure out a way to just spread the word, spread the word.
But
And I've got a referral program as well, you guys. If you don't want to do brackets and you just want to refer us out, and if you refer us out to someone and they purchase a subscription that allows them to host, I'm paying $10 a head. $10 a head. So you can go on our platform, backmybracket.com, hit the referral program button, put your name and your email. It's going to generate a code that is just for you, JB. It'll say backmybracket, .com /JB / blah, 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 blah. You send that out to, 5,000 people. If 500 of them play or join, I'm going to send you a check for $5K. Just like that. So you guys, everybody, monetize your network, have some fun with it. Join us, follow us, share it. We need millions of people on the platform playing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
definitely
And
gonna
then
promote,
hosting.
bro. You already know.
Paying
We
that
definitely
shit.
gonna promote. So
Why not? Like it's fun and it's easy.
yep, I'm in a bracket and I'm in second place.
He is right
You'll
now.
choke. You'll
I'm
choke.
in
Don't
second
worry.
place,
You'll blow.
but it's just for bragging rights. I ain't getting.
But you're in the playoffs.
So we got free
Playoff.
brackets. We got
yeah,
free.
there's
It's
free
free to
brackets. That's what we were in.
it's free to create an account. Like you can create an account for free and then just jump in free brackets and play for free if you want. But if you want to like take it to the next level and make some bread off of it, you just purchase a little membership for $49, and then now you'll have all the tools to host your own brackets. And it could be anything, Nick. It could be food. You could do a food bracket. You could do a restaurant bracket or something like that.
How?
Portillo versus You can put anything in there that you want. Portillo's versus Wiener Circle,
But
and
how they
then
gonna play each
and
other?
then the fans vote,
Which is
They
better?
polls.
and
You
they
gotta have
pick,
polls. Yeah.
and whoever picks the most Portillo's advances, and then Portillo's advances and plays freaking, I don't know, name something, but
Bone of beef. That's fun.
bone of beef, right?
That's fun.
It's super fun, man.
Bona versus Al's versus
The
Freddy's.
other thing is
Yeah.
bars
Versus
are doing it too, you guys. We got bars that do
yeah.
it too. So
Really?
Harold's versus KFC, right?
yeah, we got
No,
bars.
Harold's versus Uncle Remus.
You can make your
KFC.
bracket 4 to 64. Like you can customize it however you want it and put whatever names inside the bracket that you want it. You can make any matchup that you want, anything. It's all customizable to you. So,
That's dope.
and then, like I said, get bars in. We want bars and establishments to participate as well. Another way for them to get their patrons in to the bar and watching the
Yeah.
games and stuff if they're hosting brackets all year round. You know
Generate
what I mean?
revenue.
Exactly.
Do it on their trivia nights. Create the trivia thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I had somebody do Christmas songs, man, this past Christmas at their family gathering. It was just Christmas songs. They just put all the Christmas songs in there,
Yeah.
and their family was listening to them and voting and whatnot. And then, they had a winner at the end, and it was for fun and free. But people can do stuff like that, anything, dog. That's the beauty about it. It can be anything that you want. Obviously, the stuff that we know, March Madness, NFL playoffs, NBA playoffs, golf, FIFA. Think about FIFA tournaments, y'all. So I want to see y'all creating some tournaments,
That's
and then I'm gonna play in them with you.
No, we definitely will, because like I
Bet.
said, I was
Yeah, this is fun as hell.
I'm holding you to that. Bet.
like we was talking earlier, like that just like, especially with the platform where it's already set out for you. All
Done.
you just gotta do
Everything's
is
there.
you just gotta build it. That's it.
You just build it and share it, and then promote it, and that the platform does everything else.
That's
Everything else,
dope.
literally, as your entry fees are coming in, they come in to us, and we direct deposit them right into your account, so
Okay.
you'll see them
Sounds fun
instantly.
as hell.
That's
Yeah, sounds
dope,
fun as hell.
man. So
So-
what is this partnership that you have going on with the Bears?
You're gonna see it, T. So
Wait,
this
I didn't know about that.
this is the other big thing that just happened, you guys. I just signed a deal to be the official real estate broker for the Chicago Bears.
What? Wait,
That's dope. So
Yeah.
you gonna find Caleb a place to stay.
I'm hoping so, man.
Find
I'm
him
hoping
somewhere
so.
in the
We met the
suburbs.
other day.
That's awesome, man.
hey, congratulations, bro. That's what's up.
Thank you.
That's
Thank you.
huge.
That
Thank
is
That is
super dope.
Congrats
Hey,
for sure, man.
that's putting us in there, man.
you. Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
So when you go to the stadium, you're gonna see my stuff on the jumbotron, going
Hell
around the
yeah.
ring, all those TVs in the suite. We got a suite for all the games now. We got a private company.
All
Hell
right,
suite.
so I need to be up in that suite. I need to be up in there, man.
You know what I mean? So it's me and Rashid Davis, who partners
Nice.
on this deal.
Oh, Sheed. We
Sheed,
know
me and
Sheed.
Sheed.
We
We
rock
got
with
Sheet on here a lot too.
EXP, right?
That's my brokerage, EXP, but we are teaming up with, I got 150 affiliate partners across the state is what we're working on building. Because obviously now that we're the official partner of the Bears, now our reach has got to go throughout the entire state and not just on the North Shore, which is where we are. So we're working on building that team out, and we're going to have all these affiliate partners, and they're going to be with different brokerages and stuff like that, but they'll all be representing us, which we're called Re-Up, by the way. Re-Up Real Estate Group.
Wow, that's
Yeah, man.
dope, man.
So y'all gonna
That's
see that.
dope.
They're gonna be a press release here in probably like 2 weeks or so. The Bears are gonna announce it. It'll probably get on the news. It was probably sit on the news and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a big deal.
So who did you have to negotiate that with?
We had to talk to everybody, man. We've been working on this one for a year as well. Like we had to talk. Like first of all, they've never had a real estate partner. You always see Ford, the official truck of the Chicago Bears, or Dunkin' Donuts, the official.
Right.
Like they've never had a real estate partner before, So not only that, but they've never had a partnership with an alum. So that's history.
Huge.
We just
Yeah,
made
that's
history.
huge.
And
That's
the
dope,
crazy part
man.
about it is everybody got to have a place to live.
Always.
Yeah, you can't.
Like, why not? And you're here. And I remember the story that you shared with us while you were playing. You were like, I'm doing this, but I'm also building this. That's awesome, man. That's what I'm like, bro. Congratulations. Like,
Thank you, man.
That's what's up.
Man, that's what's up. Like,
That is what's up.
Thank you.
Look,
Yeah,
I was keeping out the
Don't
back.
forget the little people.
Hell, I'm
like
more
me.
excited.
Don't forget the little people, man.
Y'all with me, man. Let's go. Let's do this.
You don't forget us. Look, we
I ain't
got
gonna forget y'all. Of course not.
we got
I'm
something
here,
going
right?
anyway, you know.
Yeah, that's
right.
True.
Yeah, he is here. He could have bailed on us and been like one of those guys, you know.
Right.
So, yeah, man. So
Right. We
family,
won't
man.
say no names. Though.
I just said those guys. I didn't
Yeah,
say
we'll just say
Ahmad's
those
family.
guys.
He's always been family.
Hey,
Ahmad
sometimes
might know
people
who
be
we're talking
busy,
about.
man. That's what it is, you know. I get it.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So we're excited, man, and looking forward to it. You know, we got the entire fan base. It's not just the players and the organization and stuff like that. It's
Right.
we're servicing the Bears community, right?
That's dope.
That's what we want.
Dope.
So you'll see us in the stadium there and every week.
Re-up, is it Re-up Realty?
It's a Re-up Real Estate Group.
Re-up Real Estate Group. Commish, can you put that in the chat, please? Because we want to start promoting that, and we'll start putting that on our moniker. We have to get that out there. It's a lot of people trying to buy houses, buy property. Hell, there's a lot of people trying to find a place to live and rent. Shoot.
Yes, we'll help. We helping everybody, man. We're gonna help. It doesn't matter what you're doing, renting, buying, selling. It doesn't matter, man. We're helping everybody that needs a place to stay.
Yeah, we on top of that.
All dollar amounts, 20 grand to 20 million.
We on top of that thing.
So
that's what I'm talking
That's
about.
dope.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Y'all gonna see us soon, and I'm gonna wear my nice suit and stuff. We're gonna look good. We're gonna be right.
Look, is it real presidential?
Yeah.
You'll sit back on bracket on the suit.
Hey, Ahmad, before we let you go, man, one thing we were going to talk about is how people are getting their steaks, how people are liking their steaks cooked.
Oh,
is it rare, medium, well done? And I think that if you're getting a well done steak,
nuke
throw that
shit.
steak away. Just don't even eat steak. Just don't even eat that. What you think, man?
Man, we all grew up thinking that it's supposed to be well done. Man, you remember when we go to the Sizzler? I want that thing well done, man.
Sizzler,
Ponderosa, we want that thing well done.
Yes.
As we got more knowledgeable and made a little money and got to some nice restaurants, I learned I like my medium. So I like a little pink center.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
That pink center.
Like a nice, slightly pink center.
We going Sizzler.
Oh, somewhere between medium and medium well.
Yeah, like, hey, Jay, at the nice places, they call it medium plus.
Medium plus.
Medium.
Yes, sir.
So what is your go-to steakhouse?
I can't do that.
Not right now. No, not right now.
Oh, you can't do that while we're on
I'll
live.
tell you that, yeah.
You tell me later.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
well, can you do what steakhouses you like?
Man, I be looking for the Ponderosa, dog. I be trying to find. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we need to bring him back.
I'll be at the Red Lobster ordering steak. You know, let me get a couple biscuits and let me get that
steak. Bonanza.
The Bonanza?
Yeah, Bonanza.
Oh,
I used to love Bonanza when I was little.
Hey,
yeah, bro. That was a good one.
A little buffet. Yeah.
That was a good one, man.
I used to love that.
Suburban. Carol Street.
Hey, but they get their cows from the same places though, right? Like Gibson's get their cows from the same place. Longhorn gets theirs.
I don't know about all that, bro.
They could be buying that cow off the internet.
I didn't go lie to you because this is the craziest thing.
Did I go too far?
No.
Yeah, you did. No, you did.
You definitely did.
This and I have to quantify this by saying it was restaurant week. I promise you, one time I went to Longhorn and I had a better steak than I did at Ruth Chris. I just did. I did.
Yeah, that can happen sometimes. You know what? Honestly, man, I'm gonna tell you the truth. The ones I make at home be the best ones.
Oh, come on now.
Yeah.
Season just right. I sear it, then I throw it in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Get a little
ones
nice
at the
light
crib.
fire on the outside, man.
Yes, sir. Yes.
The ones at home be the best ones.
Yeah, because you ain't got to spend no money.
And yeah, that's one thing.
That's the
option. That's one thing. It really depends on where you get your meat from, too, bro.
You know, I'm a Peoria fan. I got to go to Peoria Meat Market.
That's where you go.
When I have the time on Lake and Elizabeth, when I have the
man,
time.
I'd go to 71st right off the damn Ryan, man.
I worked for the grocery business who had very good meat, and then they transitioned into a piece of shit organization, and it was bad meat after that. It happens. I'll call them out.
When we were little, when we were younger, you got your meat from Moo and Oink.
Moo
That's what
and Oink. Hey, man.
That's it.
That sounds like they just be butchering those freaking cows right in the back room, getting that shit ready.
They did.
You just said that, JB. Now you remind me. I'm like, I saw a commercial the other day that I cannot believe I saw on my TV.
Okay.
And you're gonna know this one. And I'm like, are they still running this? It's Eagle Man.
Eagle Man is great
for you.
Talk about Eagle Man Auto Insurance still has commercial.
I saw it.
That was like 95, bro.
I've got something for you.
Look at those low rates.
Look at those low rates.
And she said it like she was reading off a teleprompter. That's funny.
He up on the top of the room laying an egg.
That is fun.
I can't believe I saw it, man. I really did.
That's like, crazy.
This
That's
can't
crazy.
be real.
They still playing that. But
all right,
hey,
man, I got a pop, man. I thank y'all, brothers.
We appreciate
it,
you,
man.
We appreciate you, man.
Appreciate you guys.
I will be in touch about that.
And congratulations again, dude.
Thank you so much. Hit me up. I'm always willing to help you guys, man, for sure.
We're going back that bracket.
Y'all go follow this right now. I better start seeing some follows.
I just did.
Follow right now, guys. Right now, go.
Just follow
my bracket right there.
And I will share my thing to follow it.
Sure, because that's my thing right now, man. I need to get it out more.
Gotcha.
We stuck in our local, you know what I mean?
So
help me get that thing.
We gonna get that out, man. And I expect to be in that suite in Soldier Field.
Follow.
Yes, sir. I see it. I see it right now, JB. It just came across.
I just followed it as well, so now I'm gonna
sir.
share it up on my thing to follow it also.
Yeah, y'all come visit us in the suite this year, man.
Bet.
Thank you, love, brother, love.
All right,
brothers. Thank y'all so much, brother. Appreciate it.
Always happy to have you. Take care. Always a great guest, man.
Man, that's my.
That is awesome news.
God, man.
That is great news.
He's a great dude, man. Super down to earth, and always trying to figure out how he can make things better.
Yeah,
you know, he's always thinking about doing some kind of business venture, and he's a smart dude. He went to St. Rita. And played football.
Chi-Town legend.
Yeah, definitely Chicago legend, man. But he's a great dude, man. Great dude. And we are at an hour 30. Why not talk about? Well, I can't talk much about the Sky because I don't really know that much about them, but I do know that they're playing today.
Yeah, and from what I'm seeing, from at least I saw in the beginning, they're smoking them. So
it's like a preseason game, right?
Yeah, it's preseason.
Wait, is it still on?
I saw they were up by like 18 points in the second quarter, like maybe 20 minutes ago. So it might be a later game.
Okay, because I know Cardoza is still she's out for like a while. She
got hurt
or something.
I didn't hear that.
Cardoza got hurt. Yeah. Like last week or something, or last game or something.
So people are pretty excited about their upcoming season. I don't know. A lot of people got season tickets. I think they're sold out. The season tickets are sold out, man. A lot of people are.
I heard
excited.
they jacked up the prices up on those bad boys too.
Well, I heard that they jacked up the prices on the game against the Indiana Fever.
Oh, was it just one game they did? Okay, I just heard.
You think they wouldn't?
Yeah, I think that's
Angel and Cardoza, right? Against Caitlin. Both of them played against her. Like it writes itself.
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, that's what I heard. But I look forward to going to a game. I'm gonna go to a game or two, man. You know, I'd like to experience that as well. Someone got to invite me to talk about East Desert. Come on, why we got to invite you?
Because he doesn't have access to get on either. Remember, none of us had access to get on.
Oh,
yeah, we had to go through loops and bounds to get this show going.
So why don't we get into some Hawk talk?
I had a video, but unfortunately, they weren't able to get it uploaded. So, yeah, Tank's topics. It's not Tank's. When are we gonna freaking give me my own damn thing? I want to make my own. All right. So Hawk talk. We didn't get the number 1 overall pick. Right? I mean, it's not the end of the world or anything like that. I hate it when you do this. My God, I hate it so much. But the thing is with the Hawks right now is they did still land the number 2 pick. The joy about that is the number 1 pick, who was another clear-cut number 1 pick, is probably going to play at least his first 2 years in high school. So we wouldn't have, or in college, sorry. We wouldn't have him for the first 2 years. So that's a plus because these next 2 guys that we're probably going to get a choice between is going to be NHL ready immediately, which is nice. And I wanted to give one shout out here to my brothers on the show, even though it's a facial just of me right now. We possibly are going to land Caden Lindstrom. He is a 6'5" center. All right. But he will be the first ever black player drafted in the first round in the NHL. Not only drafted in the first round, but he's clearly going to go in the top 5. This guy is a beast, massive. And I hate being the person who likes bringing up names and everything like that, but he's a similar type person to how Marian Hossa was. He's not killer speed or anything like that, but you can't bump that big boy off of the puck. And if it's one thing the Blackhawks need right now is they need size on that offense. We got size on defense, but not on offense. So wouldn't be against that. The other guy that they're probably going to be looking at, and they probably might take over him, is he's a little guy though, only 5'11", 175 or 170 pounds, Russian guy, but he's picked in for my Hawks guys who know a little bit more about this. He's being compared to Pavel Datsyuk, who is a first ballot Hall of Fame absolutely beast. The biggest question though with this guy is, and I hate to bring it up, is he is Russian. All right, the rumors from what I'm hearing is he's not even in Russia right now, and it's the off season. So he's waiting to get drafted, and he's getting the hell up out of there right away, which is a good thing.
Okay.
Because we all know there was a recent Russian guy who was drafted in the first round last year, who his family was still in Russia, and somehow his dad got killed. I'm just saying, that's some scary shit. So it's always a little skeptic right now drafting Russian players right now. But that's it for the Hawk Talk. It's going to be between those 2 guys, which both of them are NHL ready. Both of them are not held up on contracts right now that could hold them up for a couple more years before they come. And the key thing, it's a good question right there, but I don't think it's happened, Daniel. The key thing with them is, will they be ready for the NHL right away? The Lindstrom big guy, maybe he needs a little seasoning in the AHL, but still he'll be ready quick. And as far as Kaner coming back, Daniel, I don't think it's happening this year. All right. I honestly think he's staying in Detroit because he's at least going to be able to compete. Blackhawks aren't ready to compete next year. It's
the expectation versus the reality.
I don't know about that, Bullets, but okay. Hey, you want to question that? Like, there's going to be a Hall of Famer, Black Hall of Famer as well in PK Subban getting in soon too. So kudos to him as well.
I think I saw him doing he works for ESPN right now.
He does,
right?
yeah, he does.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
I loved him. I loved him ever since he laid out one of the biggest pieces of shit in the NHL and Brad Marchand. Laid his ass out, and he's been my favorite player since. Oh, Frank in big trouble because I said that. Hey, it's scary shit, man, when you're a Russian hockey player getting drafted in the NHL right now, man. Because they don't want you coming over here.
I get that too. And again, the one thing I want to, say is, whatever political turmoil is going on in other countries, if somebody has a chance to come here for a better life, we welcome them with arms.
Absolutely.
They come here for a livelihood change, but yet they are still here and they entertain us, and we should welcome them with open arms. You know what I'm saying? So, enough about the civil distress in Russia, but something was kind of funny. If we scroll back up real quick, Bullets had said that in 1981, right, Jack in the Box used kangaroo meat for
Yuck.
So I wanted to ask my mom. There you go. I wanted to ask my mom, do you ever remember eating Jack in the Box in the 1980s, like late 70s, early 80s? Do you ever remember eating Jack in the Box? And I guess, was the kangaroo meat good? Like, I don't know.
It tastes like. And don't say chicken.
It probably tastes like beef. Like, you put a little cheese, a little ketchup, mustard, mayo on the burger, lettuce, tomato. It probably tastes like a burger. I don't know.
Can you imagine? You think it would be hoppy?
Hoppy, you silly. Hey, what? If you watch that old movie Demolition Man, they were in the
great
sewers.
movie, man. Great movie.
Remember, he had the cheeseburger, and it was a rat burger.
Rat burger. He's like, it's not bad. The best burger I've had in years.
And he took another bite, like, okay, it's what it is.
Yeah.
But they serve kangaroo meat in Minnesota. Why do you know that? And then
he's probably had it before.
Man.
But wait, where's the kangaroo farm that is producing all this meat? Yes, the restaurant that survived the restaurant wars was Taco Bell.
Shit, Taco Bell probably serves kangaroo meat.
No, that was 2002, if I'm not mistaken, and they got busted serving cat meat.
Taco Bell?
It was in like a I don't remember where. It was somewhere down south or something like that. A Taco Bell got busted with cages of cat in their back room when they ran out of meat. They were using cat meat.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm probably one of the few people that's keeping Taco Bell in business. I am.
I love Taco Bell, man. It's the only place that still has a $1 menu, pretty much.
Y'all eat that shit?
I love Taco Bell, man. As long as you don't got nothing to do the next day, man, we're good. We're golden.
Shit, man.
Here's the thing.
Would not agree with that shit.
I used to, when I was like 16, I used to work at Taco Bell. So like, that's when it was like real. So, I have a like a love-hate relationship with Taco Bell right now. Yeah, I do. I'm just
Taco Bell's not the truth, Easy. What are you talking about?
The truth when you're on a budget.
Yuck. Yeah, I guess that would be the budget.
No. It's not even when you're on a budget. It's the truth when it's late at night, and that's the only thing that's different.
White Castle is always open.
Now that's
White Castle, like when you're talking about nothing doing the next day, and you're bringing up White Castle as opposed to Taco Bell, there's no comparison. White Castle will kill me the next day. My wife knows when I have White Castle.
Hey man, you get some chicken rings, or you get the chicken burgers, or you get the fish. Boy, man, that's some good eating. That is some good eating. I'm not talking about the sliders. No.
That's what most people get. Like
that's White Castle right there. Is the slider.
Well, I'm not talking about that nasty shit.
If I have a few drinks, I'm walking home with a Crave case. Shit, eat that whole damn Crave case.
I'd rather get some Harold's.
You have at it.
I don't have a Harold's near me. I mean, I guess one not too far.
Sandwiches are phenomenal.
You sound like you actually frequent these.
Okay, Daniel said it perfectly right there.
When it's late at night and I'm drunk, yes. Yes, I do.
I don't get drinks at Taco Bell, though, because it does cost more than the food.
Anyway, guys, what do you say we get into some shout-outs, man?
White Castle must be horse meat or something?
Hey, Mom said White Castle.
It's not real meat. I don't eat that shit, but the chicken
Castle
sandwiches and the fish sandwich with some jalapeno cheese on it.
I like my sliders with jalapeno.
Come on, man.
Hey,
what are we talking about?
Wait, I gotta address this. Hey, Daniel, you said you paid $3. Yes. No. Go up.
Yeah, $3 just for a Pepsi. Is this an extra large Pepsi, dude? Like I don't like that. That's pretty crazy.
Like that must have been like the most. Like you could have got a 2-liter, and just like $3 for that. Oh Lord, Mom. White Cat, I can't deal with White Castle. Yeah, clearly you didn't, Daniel, because you know what? I didn't either. And thank you for telling me never to order a drink from Taco Bell for real. Oh, Mom said she didn't care for Jack in the Box. Okay. Okay, T with the smooth jazz. Neo Soul.
That is actually,
is that the shout out one? Is this
that is
shout
actually a beat by Emilio Bucks. Yep, Emilio made this beat. If you all have not gone to listen to his beats, you can go listen to him on SoundCloud. And I forgot the name of the EP. It'll come to me in a second.
Check out. What was that just said? White Castle was more like Brown Castle.
A Brown Castle?
It turns the Brown Castle the next day.
That was easy.
Easy, you saying some funny shit, man.
Yeah, he owned it.
Easy, I sent you an invite, so come on and kick up the shout outs for us. But while we're waiting for him, why don't you go ahead, Frank? Go ahead, start us off.
Shout out to Ahmad Merritt, man. It's always a pleasure coming on. Whenever we ask him if he can come on, he comes out. And huge shout out, man, for him getting that deal with the Chicago Bears. That's huge, and I'm so happy for him.
Absolutely.
Hey, for real, bro. Like
that's massive, man. I couldn't be any more
massive.
Yeah. Other than that, I mean, I'm gonna give a shout out to my 8-year-old son.
Okay.
All right, had his first ever baseball game yesterday. First time ever stepping onto a pitching diamond, and not even kidding. His first time out there, they put him as the pitcher, and I'm like, oh shit. Okay, never practiced pitching with him, never worked with him or anything. Kid throws 11 pitches, strikes out the side on only 11 pitches.
What up?
And I'm like, huh.
How old is your son?
8. Struck out the side on 11 pitches. I'm just like, wow.
I'm going to tell you this right now. Take the hockey away. You got a pitcher.
Hey, man. He's actually,
hockey, then he can do both.
He tried hockey, and he said it was too exhausting on his calves. And I'm just like, yeah, that's hockey for you.
Hey, you know what? You know what, Frank? He played for the White Sox.
Hey, he probably will make the team, too.
They could use him.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
probably
him and
might
Rowan
be.
Gardner situation.
So I will give a shout out for that because I didn't. I mean, and I'm his dad, and I did not expect that. Damn.
No, that's
Like he was throwing pitches and warm-ups, and I was like, yeah, but it's a total different game when a batter steps into that box. And then he just strikes out the side on 11 pitches. So it's just like, all right.
God and Jose.
Yeah. All right, there's my shout outs right there.
Only you, Easy.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay. Shout out to White Castle. More like Brown Castle. I'm glad you like that, JB. I appreciate that.
that was dope. That was dope.
Yeah, shout out to oh wait, no, I got a show. Should be doing it Friday. I'd like to do it Thursday, but it'll probably have to be on Friday. Lots to talk about. Probably gonna talk about some Cubs stuff because the Cubs are looking good these days, looking spicy. Cody Bellinger came back today, hit a home run in the 4th inning. It was big. So join me for Easy Does It on Friday. We'll have a lot of Cubs talk, probably a good bit of Bears talk too. Yeah, that's right. Go Cubs, go is right. Fortunately, the White Sox lost again today to the Rays. They're not looking so good this year. But yeah, we'll talk about all that on my show. But shout out to you guys. Great show as always. I love tuning in. I'm just gonna hang around now. Oh, but T-Nick, I'm gonna need you to we'll talk after the show about the logistics. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I'm gonna hang around.
All right. JB, on you, bro.
I just want to look. Let me be honest with you. These are still like the dog days, right? Just to be able to come on here, rehash, talk about some things, filter things out like some of the bigger media outlets. Like that's really, really important to me because people still come on to listen to what we have to say. When they can choose a bigger network, or even if they do, they also still want to hear our take on it because sometimes they know the media, larger media spin is not always the truth. It's not always grassroots, not always real, right? So that means a lot to me. So thank you to everybody. Thank you to you brothers. Thank you to Ahmad Merritt. Like when I tell you a brother that's down for us, man. See, we were talking about some other things. I'll let you know backstage. We was talking about putting in motion real soon. That's my boy. And I rock with him now for real. Now let's get into these shout outs, these names, right? Off the jump, Crooked Commish. Thank you for chiming in. He came in, he did his thing.
And produced.
And he produced. He came in, he commented, he produced. Gotta give Crooked Commish like the ultimate.
First time producing.
Oh, that was his first time?
Yeah, first time. Well, producing for us.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell. He seemed like he knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he did kind of know what he was doing a little bit.
That Crooked Commish, love, my boy, love. We just saw Easy. Thank you for Easy always coming in. Easy does it on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, Wednesdays at 2:00, whatever he comes on.
I can't keep up no more.
Hey, catch him when you can, boy. You should have known by now. Easy does it. You know, our guy Daniel Kaylin chimed in. New person Tiffany Hampton, love Tiff. Thank you for coming.
Even though you're a Packers fan.
Hey, you know what? She a Packer fan, but she came on to this Bears show, to this Chicago show, because she may have love in Green Bay, but she's still Chi-Town, born, raised, and bred. That's what's up. So we thank her for chiming in. Not Bob Avellini at 824 said rip Bob Avellini. Did Bob Avellini?
R.I.P. Bob Avellini.
Right. What happened? What happened?
He died
today.
The other day.
The other day, yeah. Yeah, a couple days ago. I actually didn't know about it until yesterday. Somebody told me at work. I was like, oh, damn.
I promise you, I ain't been on social media. So I did not know. Hey, rip Bob Avellini. Shout out to not Bob Avellini for saying that. You know what I'm saying? Jeanette Johnson, one of our P1s. Matt Evans, thank you for coming back in time. And we ain't seen you in a while, brother. We appreciate you. Always to our bot Rick. And you know what? Scott Hopkins came back. I always got to shout out Scott Hopkins when Scott comes back in the front. Oh, you know what? John Doran came back.
Yeah, it's the first time we've seen Doran back in a while.
We haven't seen Doran in a minute. Bears put together with duct tape. We're going to talk about that later, though. But I appreciate you. Hey, from Chicago to NO, Lorenzo Clemens, love. Thank you for chiming in, brother. We appreciate you always, 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 always. Kato Kaylin. All right, I got you, Dan. I got you. New Breed 313 Sports chimed in. Whoever is behind that, hey, contact us. Let's link. I like what you got going on. We appreciate you following us. Maybe we can do the same, reciprocate, build this thing together. We always appreciate the love. Special. Yes, I said special shout out to Don Burr. Where the hell is Don Burr? We know Don is out the country, protecting our borders. Salute to service as always, brother. But Don Burr is a Lions fan, and you know what? He's gonna come in here lying. But shout out to Don Burr. Brand new, first time. Yoli Cruz and her 9 brothers. That's what she said. Thank you. Right. All 9 of my brothers are Chicago Bears fans. Bring all 9 of them on. Make sure they like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Thank you for that. We appreciate that, Yoli. Samuel F. Blackwell, affectionately known as Black Sam, chimed in. We appreciate that. As I'm going, we was kind of like on point today, right? Like there's a lot going on.
Yeah, a decent amount of new faces that popped up in that chat too.
We did, but I'm just looking at the length of the commentary, which is always good. Let's see. We still going. My God.
You notice that we have a lot more people that have changed from Facebook to YouTube.
Absolutely. And the interaction is more as well.
Yes. Keep it going, y'all. Please keep it going.
Oh, obviously, shout out to Bob Ricks, everybody that's doing our commercialization. You know what we didn't do? Hey, it's my fault.
What?
I forgot to go to the store and get Morris. We didn't promote Morris tonight. Totally my fault. I will fix that. I will go to the store tomorrow.
All because you didn't have Morris, dude. It's your fault. Damn.
As I said, it's my fault. I didn't have Morris. Hey, that Frank O'Dowd guy came back, man. Shout out
that
to
guy crazy, dude.
Hey, that guy's a lunatic. He's so crazy. I never know what he's doing. Hey, Ma, the meatloaf.
What is he doing back there?
What are you doing back there? Hey, Ma. You know what I'm saying? But real talk. Shout out to my brother from another. Also, Bullets from start to finish out there in LA. Love my man Bullets. Shout out SB and everybody else that did not comment. And also, if you know we got one person on the show, just one. Miss Sandra Bynum Holmes, most affectionately known as the Chicago Podcast Mom. Is she my mom? That's all I got to you. Love you too, boy.
Speaking of mom, happy Mother's Day to all the ladies that are moms or going to be moms that are in this chat or that are just watching or everywhere. We all had a mother. At some point, we all had a mother. Love on her if you can, if possible. Love on her. Love on your mother if you still got her. Mothers are so important. I still got mine, thank goodness.
Word.
Same.
I be holding on by a thread, but I still got my mom.
Word. Love, boy.
And I love on her every morning. Every morning. So if y'all still got y'all mothers, love on her. Because when she gone, she gone. It's too late. All right, that's enough of that sentimental shit.
Oh, man, I just thought you had a heart.
That's enough of that, man. That's enough of that. I do want to shout out Visions.
Visions.
Get Visions. Oh,
Vision.
shit. He
I
left.
can't help you with that. I
He
can't
left.
help you
So
with that one.
I guess I'm gonna have to do it myself. So I'll just say it again at some point. But I do want to shout out all the sponsors, including. Wait a minute. Wait for it. Including Vision.
But you got to have vision.
So including Vision, my guy Gavin, who was the owner, and our boy Sir, who is the manager. They are the dynamic duo over at Visions on 119th and Loomis. They have a big event space that could be a space for watching a football game. It could be a space for a big ass party. It was the space for my father's repast. That space can be used for anything, and it's huge. They also have a cigar room for those of you all who like to smoke cigars. But you definitely want to check out Visions if you get the chance. And the food is amazing. You get the chicken wings. Oh my God. And they have a Philly cheesesteak. Okay. All right. I'm making myself hungry. So shout out to Visions. Shout out to Moore's Beer. I kind of took a back seat on drinking beer. So I don't have any with me. JB usually has that. But are you on a diet, JB?
My go-to store did not have any.
Oh, what's your go-to?
A&S.
Oh, A&S. Well, I would say something about A&S, but they are not paying us. So I'm not going to say anything about A&S.
You just did.
Man, it wasn't a good thing, though. They ran out of more.
Hey, respect, Bullets. Hey. Love.
So I will say, shout out to Moore's Beer, Ray Just Standards. They got six different flavors. Seven different flavors. They're coming up in the world. And also, they're having an emancipation ball at Rockwell on the River on Juneteenth. Well, actually, the day before Juneteenth. Juneteenth, I believe, is...
It's on a Monday now, right? This year? No, it's on a Sunday this year, right?
Juneteenth is on a Wednesday, I think.
That was last year? It was on the weekend?
I'm not sure. But I know this year, Juneteenth...
It's on a Wednesday.
It's on a Wednesday, but the party is on a Tuesday. And it's at Rockwell on the River. The venue is so dope. I can't even say how dope it is. It's really nice. They have like
it sound like we going live on that Tuesday.
Perhaps. They have a huge deck. The inside is huge. The food they usually have is called Stolen Smoke. Oh my God. Some good food, man. So you have good food, good beer, and good people. And I just want to note that anywhere that I have said that y'all should go, or I've gone live from there, it's always been busting. So I don't send y'all off. I tell y'all all the good shit. I don't know if anybody's ever listened. But if you continue to not listen, that's on you. Because I'm telling you where to go right now. And you want to get your tickets before they sell out. All right. That's all I'm going to say for now about that. Also, I want to shout out In the Zone. Damn, he's gone. That was a cue. I guess I'll take my own cue. I wanted to shout out In the Zone Clothing. Yeah, it's about to get hot outside. You can get your t-shirts. You can get your shorts, leggings, Frank. You can get all of that stuff right now. Right now. And they have designs and all of that, man. But I want to give them a special shout out. Frank is usually our model, but he doesn't have the shirt on, nor the leggings. We don't want him to have one of the leggings. Anyway.
The leggings only are for special occasions.
Well, I hope I never see any of those special occasions. But
that Super Bowl hits, man.
I thought you were supposed to burn that.
What? Burn what?
The video.
Burn the video of what?
Inside joke.
Oh, okay. I guess I'm outside because I ain't get it.
Of him modeling.
Oh,
Right.
That
was only if I came in last place in fantasy.
So, guys in the chat, please go get your apparel. Go get all your drip, all the drip you need for the hot weather. Go get it from In the Zone, and use Chicago Clubhouse as your passcode, and you'll get a discount. Make sure you do that now. Not now, but right now, actually. Go. And I do want to shout out everybody in the chat. Everybody in the chat. Huh?
Mark Sullivan just joined in.
Wow. Mark Sullivan.
Yeah, somebody who does not like Ahmad Merritt, I'm guessing.
What up, Mark Sullivan? Someone that doesn't like Ahmad Merritt, huh?
Yeah, that's just weird. But okay.
Okay. Well, Mark, shout out to you, but watch your back, dog. Because that's my boy. Anyway, everybody in the chat, I appreciate you all for checking us out. Even the ones who did not say anything. But if you did not say anything,
AC Adam,
you are officially a lurker.
I can't get it. Somebody else is gonna.
Yeah, I
no, you're gonna ruin the flow. You're gonna ruin the flow.
But you are officially a lurker. But we appreciate you anyway for putting up with our foolishness. So thank you for watching us and keep on watching. But maybe at some point you might decide you want to say something. I think that's it for my shouts, man. I don't think I got anything else I want to say. Y'all got anything else I want to say? Nothing. Okay, well, I'll say this.
You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep.
You got to decide. I like the way he pulls his neck back when he talks. You got to decide whether you're a wolf or a sheep. Yeah, but my impersonation's not.
Yeah, you don't got the Denzel.
No, I don't have.
It didn't work. It didn't work. It's all right.
You gotta decide. I've got this part down.
Yeah, it's a B for effort.
Oh, thanks, Frank. Thanks, Fred.
Anytime.
This has been a Chicago Clubhouse Network production. We out. Everybody, it's over. Go home. You're still here. Go home.